All right, hello everyone. So this is the video on Jupiter, and I'm making this video because we will have naturally some Jupiter positive alignments, okay, in the year 2022. So that's one of the reasons is for the main aspects whenever Jupiter is in a positive attribute. So we want to focus on the positive attributes that Jupiter will be in 2022, but I won't be going over all of the positive attributes that Jupiter will be in, but I'll let you know off the bat, Jump Street. I'm finding my chart here. The positive aspects that Jupiter can be in, that's harmonious aspects that you can use it as a positive tool, is when it's in a trine or a sextile to another planet. A trine would be 120 degrees angle, and a sextile is 60 degrees angle. Okay, so the positive nature of Jupiter would be using psychology, the psychological meaning of it, to tune into something that you want. It'll be comfortable for you. You can develop whatever you want in this aspect. It would be an energy flow that is harmonious. It would be an ability that you can use to um, get immediately what you want, and it's fast flowing. And it can also be a slow, consistent energy also, but you receive what you want fast. However, the energy can be a slow flowing energy. Okay? And it's really positive when it's really powerful when it is associated with Venus. And Venus is sensuality, love, harmony, and pleasure. It's also beauty and other positive things that I'll connect to later on. I'll let you know in the video. And Jupiter is happiness, being optimistic, optimism, and expansion, which is growth and having faith in yourself and having ethics that can guide you. Okay, and you can develop more support and more opportunity, wealth, having faith in yourself, faith that things will work out right. And it's just really just very a large, expansive energy. Okay, so this is going to be really good. So with that information, we will go on to what I have written out for you, and I will copy and paste this, right? So this is about the good luck of connecting to the Venus energy within. And just to recap, 2020 two is a 6 year, and the number six is associated with Venus because it's the sixth planet in the order of our universe, galaxy, whatever, right? So, however, um, Uranus will receive her blessings through her healthy love for herself and maintaining a receiving energy of love, abundance, money, admiration, and every positive attributes we can think of, right? This is that Venus energy. All right, so that's what it has. But I want to recap on six being about the domestic life that we have in 2022, and we want to connect to that positive energy of the home, of let me back up and get all of that information for you. But it's home, it's family, it's it's harmony. It's also justice, balance, and restoring balance as well. It's fairness, it's peace, it's the reward that we're receiving from any difficult past that we have been experienced. Equilibrium. It is the benefits of our beliefs, right? And it's harmony. It's very harmonious energy of Venus. So we want to tap into that for 2022. So it is perfection and completion. So finding the perfection in whatever it is that you have and just honoring that, loving that. And it's a completion. It's a completion of what you've been through in five. Each number has negative and positive attributes. So if you were experiencing -5 year, which was 2021, and you also would experience positivity too, right? A little bit, but if the negative was stronger, then that's what it was. But no number is completely negative. They both have their they both have their yin and yang. So it is a completion. So it's a completion of last year, and we want to complete that, and we want to step into the positive of that, right? So just recapping that, 6 is happiness, harmony, stability, and stability in the home, stability in family. And maybe some of us will be living with family or someone that we consider to be family. It can be just a rebirth of self. Okay, so it's a rebirth of us just stepping forward into our new nurturing life. It's idealism. It's nurturing. The 6 is a very taking responsibility and being very serious about it. And our actions are so important. If our actions are strong in the physical world, then the benefits of our universal support and all the energies of the planetary energy numerology, if you work with elements, it just makes it stronger. Okay, and 6 is dealing with healing. Okay, and we want to get our vision fixed on what we want, and we want to know that this energy is going to be very harmonious for our families. So it's healing the home, it is protecting our family members. It's a very symphony kind of energy, and strong, very strong compassion. And it fits in with Venus, with love, beauty, and also comfort. And family will receive the support that they need, and you'll receive the support that you need from family. So that's another positive thing. Another positive thing I want to tap into and mention in this video that I found that was very important and really, really interesting is how the planetary energy of Venus, okay, is very connected to it's very connected to Earth. So we can tap into Venus, the planet Venus, and the element of Earth. Okay, it is connected. So we're on the planet Earth, but also the element of Earth is very compatible with Venus energy of harmony, warmth, and we're in winter right now, warmth, compassion, understanding. What do we have to sacrifice? What can we give up to make room for what we want? So that's something very powerful to pause on. And tenderness, really caring about ourselves, loving ourselves, and having kindness to ourselves. And then we extend that to others. So tapping into the element of earth is so powerful because, today is the new moon in Capricorn. And then on the 3rd, we can still tap into that energy of the Capricorn moon. Okay, new moon. And it's a new moon, and it's a new cycle. Okay, so tomorrow on the 3rd, let's see, 13, 14. So by 2:44 Pacific Standard Time is when Capricorn will switch over to Aquarius. So you'll have time when you're watching this video, because I'm uploading it, to tap into the energy of Capricorn, okay? And just still tap into it anyway, because it'll be waxing moon. It's, Monday the 3rd, bringing in what you want, okay? And it's a very strong energy because Capricorn rules our backbone, our joints, our knees, our skin, our hair. Okay, so this is like the inner structure, the strength of ourselves, the connectivity. The backbone is our structure, our strength of our foundation of our structure of ourself. Our joints is connective. Okay, so it's just all really tapping into the matrix, if you will, of our world, right? And we want to tap into that Jupiter energy of optimism, of hope, and it's more powerful than hope, because it is just knowing that you have someone that has your back. You have your back, and you have that energy that has your back, and it is making all things possible, and it's easy, easy, easy flowing. And it's like you've earned it. And it's just in alignment from all the lives you've lived. It's like when you start out, say, as an Aries, and then as you move forward, and then are in the Scorpio mode, and then you can just see what you don't want and what you do want. And you're just, you know, and once you pass that and you're in the Capricorn, right? You're just going through the signs, right? When you're at the Scorpio, you're already been through 6 spots already. So when you get to the Capricorn, you're just like, okay, I'm here, I'm in this solid space of creating and learning and building, right? It's very earth energy, very grounding energy. So when we're in this this sixth energy, we want to see, okay, how does it connect to Venus? How can I get my luck, my connectivity? And we can do that by receiving the blessings of all the other stages of the zodiac signs that we've been in already. Okay? So if we're marking Mars or Aries as the first life experience, and we're going through the chart, right? And we are in Capricorn, we already been through so much already, right? We already have such a deep understanding. And if we're marking Pisces as the last sign in the chart, when we're at Capricorn, we're almost to the Pisces end, okay? We're almost to that end of that cycle. And then in other charts, it's kind of like in between Scorpio and Pisces, in between Scorpio and Sagittarius, or after Scorpio, we we were said to have the 13th sign in between Scorpio and Sagittarius. So there's different understanding, but anyway, between Scorpio and Pisces, it's like that we're at that final ending of just our cycle. You know, we've learned so much within that space, okay? You follow me? All right? So we know so much already. So each stage is valuable. None is less than the other. It's just what we have to learn or what we're learning. So this Venus energy is all about receiving because we've already done the work, right? It's not that, oh, the Venus energy should not be like me in a negative way. It's like you've done the work and you're so comfortable. You worked on yourself. And then everyone wants that because either they're at that level already, but usually if they're at their Venus level, they're already doing their own Venus thing. But if you have that natural attractive energy, or if you want to learn more about that in this life, you'll attract to that energy. And it's a 6 year, so it really connects to this Venus energy. I haven't noticed anything being talked about that, but I just felt compelled to talk about that. And you usually have your own circle of following, or people are just naturally drawn to you, and that's a good thing. And you're vibing with them and they're vibing with you. So if you don't have that in this life, that's okay, but you can still tap into that energy and still be powerful and magnetic and happy with that energy. It's really about our happiness. It really is, because either you are the Venus that people are coming to you and you're having that fun time, right? And your Venus energy is strong in this life, or you are attracted to that Venus energy and you're going to that person who's that Venus energy, but you're also working on your Venus energy. There's no jealousy, there's just enjoying the life. And that's where you get more blessings and more blessings and more blessings with no competition, but you're on a learning path. So, however, this Venus, like I said before, Venus will receive her blessings through her healthy understanding of loving herself and maintaining and receiving energy of love, abundance, money, because it's a form of survival and currency and flow in this life, right? Admiration, and even positive attributes we can think of. Now, Venus energy is blessed, and the number six is described when you looked up the definition of number six. Is number six is considered as a blessed number, and I mentioned before in the numerology video for number six is that if you look at symbolism and how we draw things, it all has a meaning. So the six curves back into itself. So whatever you put out, you're receiving back again. It's kind of like, I like to think of it as a karmic energy. And it's also kind of like a halfway of an eight, of an infinity, right? And I didn't mention that before in the sixth video because I felt like that's a crazy thought, but you know, it's just going a little bit deeper and just looking at it, right? So all these symbolisms. So this Venus energy is considered to be blessed, and the number six is considered to be a blessed number, right? It's just association and alignment with our planetary alignment to the sun, okay? The center of our universe, right? So the number six is a number that has an energy of flowing back to oneness. So you are always receiving even when you're putting out energy, okay? You're putting energy out. And you need to get and you never get exhausted. Like you, when you're putting out this energy, it's not like you're forcing it. You're not feeling like you have to do it. It's just naturally flowing. And if you feel like you're putting out a lot of energy, shift it and say, you know what, I'm putting out this energy, but it's all about how you think about things. And you're like, you know what, this in 1 year, in 2 months, in 1 year, and you're just like flowing with this and say, I'm attracting all these good things. And it just things just feels greater than it is because it's your perspective, how you look at it. So the number six is a number that has an energy of flowing back to oneself. So you're always receiving, even when you're putting out energy, and you never get exhausted because you're never doing more than you're supposed to do. And you get that positive intention to not overwork yourself. So you're never going to do that. You set your intention that you're never overworking yourself and everything flows. And you're just doing what you're supposed to do. You're living your life with integrity and honor, and it's just easy flowing, right? So six has the energy of being gifted, right? So you're using your south node energy of your past life talents that become really easy in this life, and you can make money from it, you can survive from it, but you can't fully depend on it, else you will realize your downfall. So you have to look at your north node and learn new skills in this life. And whenever it's something that you need to learn, you feel like, oh, I can't be bothered with this. Oh, I'm not good at this. Oh, this. But if you learn it, once you learn it, you get over the, oh, I gotta do this. Like you just learn it. You're like, oh my God, that was so easy. Why was I tripping? So it's just a thing that we have to overcome. It's like this wrapping that we have to just tear apart, right? So six has the energy of being a gift. This can be interpreted as receiving gifts also effortlessly. So you're receiving gift effortlessly. So if you and I totally want to pull up the the Empress card in tarot because the Empress card receives, right? So the Empress card in tarot, she has symbolism of and she represents a family, and that's a very sixth energy. And she represents creation of life, romance, art, and new business as well. Okay, so very powerful. And she has the symbol, and she represents nurturing, abundance, beauty, femininity. The reversal, the negative, is dependence on others, and you don't want to do that this year. You want to depend on yourself, and a creative block, and you won't have that because you'll be in your abundance and your beauty and your creativity. So the number six is creativity. So you'll have that whole thing, and she represents pregnancy and stability, all number six energy, and the pregnancy. If you want new birth, then you got that. But in the tarot, you'll see the traditional tarot, you'll see the Venus symbol in there. Her element is Earth, and her ruling planet is Venus. And the next card after her is the Emperor, which can see, who sits on a mountain and can see for distance his domain. So you always have foresight of where you're going, and you know where you're going because you sit there and you meditate right? And you just know. So you have that. You're looking for new life in this year. That's also associated with that Empress card and material income and stability in your domestic affairs. So you have that positive energy of the Empress card, okay? And what I find interesting is that the Empress is the third trump card in the major arcana, and three is half of six. So I find that also very cool as well. Okay, so let's get back to the Venus energy, and I have the Jupiter card, the Jupiter information up there, which I will switch out momentarily. All right. Okay. So I have this Jupiter energy up here because Jupiter, and if you use it along with Venus, it has the same type of attribute. So you can see what it is here. Kind of like, you know, from the past video, if you didn't see it, definitely pause and go watch that. But lucky Jupiter, let me just take a time to rehash this. Lucky Jupiter, easy flowing, or easy flow of what you want, the principles of growth, good fortune, luck, miracles, healing, expansion, prosperity, optimism, and understanding. It governs long distance and foreign travels, wealth, large businesses or big businesses, law, religion, and higher education. Okay, so we're going to switch it out to the Venus meaning right now. Okay, so here we have Venus and all the meanings there, but let me go back to hopefully what I was vibing on. Okay, so six, like I said, when we're tapping into the Venus energy, other things will play a part. So this six has the energy of being gifted. So you have gifting in the gift of, maybe you're a painter, you're an artist, you throw parties at your home or at whichever location, and it usually has wine and fruits and just really nice things, and art and music, and just anything that is healthy and good for the body. This can be interpreted as receiving gifts effortlessly. So people will bring things, kind of like the original potluck party, where you'll have things there, but people bring things there, being seen as a gift to others because of your talent and just your ability to bring people together, and you're willing to share your talents, and you're just having fun and enjoying your life, right? Being creative, that's the power, and being warm and welcoming as you offer gifts to those who are just naturally good to you, right? So you can have the Venus energy. Check this out. You can have the Venus energy and have a little bit of that, but you don't fully have it in a genuine way. And you'll have it for a couple of years and you'll lose it. You have to be genuine with this Venus energy because it's a gift. If you forget that, then, you'll lose it. And there's so many other words that go with this. There's like fertility, okay? Um, Procreation is, fertility, pleasure, indulge in things that you enjoy, luxury. There's parties. That's one thing that is really associated with Venus, is a lot of parties, anything like fineries, friendship, relationship, anything exotic, and of course, money, art, all of that. So it's just fun, a very fun, lively Venus energy. Okay, it's associated with women, it's associated with wife, maiden, mistresses. It's associated, of course, with fondness, just having a fondness for a person, cherishing someone or something, right? But usually someone, right? You care for someone, you approve of something, right? You have a fine taste for something, glamour, lust, right? And these are all fun things that, don't overvalue some of them because then there's meaningless to it. But it's just enjoyment and having fun, right? And it could be something simple as the beauty in like a pine tree or nature and how you put it together with something else, like a crystal or a diamond or a rare piece. It's all bringing everything together. That is the beauty of it. So everything else complements everything else. Okay, so that's just the beauty of it. Really, it really, really is. And you're always seeking, pleasure seeking. So to have fun, so that's really good. And six is living, of course, the luxurious and comfortable life in your entire life is going to be luxurious and comfortable. So if you've been going through a hard time, you can tap into that energy to help restructure yourself too as well, right? So if this is not your experience, you can connect to the energy of the number six, like I'm saying, and get like a good planetary alignment with Venus. Like I was saying at the beginning of the video, a harmonious aspect can be used as a tool, which is a trine. Anything trines Venus is 120 degrees. Anything sextiles Venus is 60 degrees. So on a full moon or a new moon or on any day, you can tap into that, okay, to even on a waning moon, you get rid of things, but you can tap into that positive aspect if you feel like you've been going through a hard time. So, of course, if the moon is waning, it'll be faster for you to get rid of things that you don't want. If the moon is waxing, then you can receive things faster. But whenever you need it, you can still tap into the energy because the energy is constant and flowing regardless of the phase that the moon is in. You can still tap into what you need because your ancestors, your spiritual guides, your angel, yourself, your higher self, your other guide on the other realm while you're living here in this physical realm, your other like spiritual guide on the other side, right? You switch and take turns, right? That was a download for me. Is looking out for you, so you can always tap into the energy, right? You can tap into this timeless energy. So you know, that's just something extra to mention. So if you are not in your Venus energy right now in this life, like a strong Venus energy, you can still tap into it because this year we have this, and right now we have this very powerful Venus energy. We're always experiencing it, so just tap into that. And we also have that positive Jupiter energy that's also prosperous that we can tap into. So Venus enjoys, or Venus energy is great to host parties, right? So your guest will naturally bring things to the party, like I was saying, like, it won't be just you trying to please everybody else, right? And the food they bring is also gifts, right? Like I said, it's like the original potluck. So it's an easy flowing energy as you are easy to fall in love with and care for. And you are caring effortlessly, right? And even when you're not putting out the energy, right? You will naturally attract people because of your radiant love and your self-love for yourself and your beauty, your compassion, your sensuality, pleasure, joy, happiness, and all that is good that you're experiencing here on Earth. Okay, so it has the energy of people around you serving you, and not in a negative way, but it's just appreciation and your wishes, and you are just lucky to have their company. So that's a gratitude, always moving in gratitude. So this experience is a buildup of your positive karma that you've experienced in your last life. So remember, when you're giving to that person, they're receiving that too. Okay. And it's just make things more beautiful because everyone can't be, just the complete same. So if in this life you are really fully in that Venus energy, you have that, and you can definitely tap into it. And even before you fall asleep, tap into that energy and just call on that, especially if there's an alignment that day in Venus, right? So you can affirm it. You can definitely affirm it on this new moon also, okay? So you can definitely affirm it on this new moon because there's positive aspects of Venus on this full moon, which I mentioned on my Instagram. If you tap into that, if you see that post, but there's the positive aspect of, let me find it right here, Venus sextiles Neptune. Okay, that's a powerful one, so look that one up. Okay, I'm not going to go into it in this video. Okay, but that is one positive aspect of it. Okay, And another one, let me see if I want to mention this one. So there's also the conjunction, okay? 0 degree angle, but it's also union, and it's also energy fusing together or binding energy. Okay, it's a concentration of energy. So Venus conjunction or Venus conjuncts Pluto. Okay, very deep and intense feelings there. Okay, and Venus sextiles Neptune is very harmonious and romantic, compassionate, intuition in your relationship, great fantasies, all this positive energy. So research that. Um, but that is happening for this new moon. You can tap into that energy for this new moon up until tomorrow morning, January 3rd that's 2:44 p.m. Okay, up until 2:44 p.m. Okay, you can tap into that energy because after that, I'm clicking on my chart here. After that, the energy or the planetary energy will switch over into, and I don't know when the planetary energy will switch over to Aquarius from Capricorn. Okay, but you can still, tap into that energy, right? Because that alignment, I don't, I'm thinking how long that alignment will last, but you can always tap into it because I believe in if you're close to that time frame of that alignment, there is no time, so you can definitely tap into that time space energy, right? We're real matrix with it. So yeah, I believe that's what I wanted to share on the Venus energy. But for this year, you can definitely tap into all those positive aspects of Venus, okay, and tap into that good luck energy of Venus whenever there's a positive alignment to it. And also in the Venus hour, I don't want to forget about that. Also in the Venus hour, you can tap into that energy and affirm it too. So if you know that day that there's a positive aspect in Venus, get an app on your phone for the Venus hour and try to tap into it. If you can't tap into it in the Venus hour, tap into it in the Jupiter hour. Okay? All right. And if the hours isn't lining up, you can always face the direction of so you can, if say that, okay, you can tap into the direction of east, of west, and then you can turn your body to the east as well. So you can go east for half and then the other half, I'm sorry, from west for half and then to east. Okay, so there's a lot of different ways that you can tap into that. And then you can also, and also the direction of east is very powerful as well. So you'll start at west and then you'll face east because east would be a powerful earth direction associated with like springtime when the earth comes back to life. But if you want to face west and then face to east, if you can't line up the planetary hours, so that's like a little thing that you can practice when you're saying your affirmations or connecting to Venus. Okay, in whenever the day is in alignment with a Venus um, aspect, that's powerful. If you can't line up with the Venus hour, you can start half of your ritual at the west and then turn to the east, or just face the east if it makes it less complicated to you. But you know, powerful, powerful things to connect with. All right. So wishing everyone a happy 2022. And I will connect with you guys next time. Let's see. Let me go over this one. So Venus, love, beauty, admiration, goddess energy, female energy, feminine energy, which is female energy, relationships, art, pleasure, attraction, harmony, sensuality, sexual or sexuality, sexual energy, charm, magnetic energy, first, and also light. Okay, it's those as well. Relax, receive, flirt, and its rules Taurus, and it also rules Libra. So You don't have to be sun sign in those. You could be um, rising sign, north node, okay? Rising sign, moon, or north node. And of course, it's associated with the number 6. You're bringing that energy back into yourself that you also are giving out, okay? So, yeah, and it's very balancing energy, all right? All right, guys. Happy New Year. Happy everything. Peace, peace, peace. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Love, love, love. All right. Peace.